YouTube world, and welcome back to the channel. It is Brutal Rob Hands coming to you. Brutal Rob in his button-up, his finest button-up, representing the button-up club. And before we get into tonight's video, I'm going to ask you to like, comment, and sub. And I welcome you to a Tuesday night edition of Big Guy Watches. Now, if you've never been here before, you might be wondering, Brutal Rob, first off, who are you? Second off, what is Big Guy Watches? And what is that? And why is it that's what it's called? Well, I'm Brutal Rob Hands. I'm 313 pounds, and I stand 6'7" tall. And the reason my show is called Big Guy Watches is obvious. That's 6 foot tall. That 313 pounds. And what is Big Guy Watches? It's where the big man, that is me, goes back in time. Not literally, because that, I believe, is still impossible. But I go back in time through the magic of the internet, and I watch my old wrestling matches. Because if you haven't picked up on the hints that I have put down, pal, I am a pro wrestler. And I got my start. I learned the ropes of being a pro wrestler. And I had my first couple of matches in a building called the Victory Warehouse in Oakland, California. I took my first body slams in there. I took my first power bombs in there. I gave my first body slams. I gave my first power bombs. I had 80 to 90% of the firsts that you experience in your first couple of years in pro wrestling, and more different firsts that come from hanging around pro wrestling. I had many experiences in the Victory Warehouse. Like I said, I learned to wrestle there. I had my first ever match where I had my teeth nearly kicked down my throat in that building. So tonight, on this episode of Big Guy Watches, I've talked enough about all of the first times I've had experiences at the Victory Warehouse. Well, tonight, we are going to watch my last wrestling experience, I should say, because I lived at the Victory Warehouse, so it would not be truthful to say this is my last experience at the Victory Warehouse. My last experience at the Victory Warehouse was coming home at 3 o'clock on a Wednesday, I believe. Coming home 3 o'clock on a Wednesday from my job at Taco Bell. Came back at 3 o'clock, grabbed the rest of my things, and then walked them across the street to the tow yard. Because that is where Stoner U is now. So that was really my last experience at the Victory Warehouse. Actually, I take that back. Because I still didn't have a mattress and stuff set up at the tow yard. I slept one more night at the Victory. That's my last experience at the Victory Warehouse, was the day after that Wednesday, where I moved all of my stuff over to the Victory Warehouse. Since the couch I was leaving at the Victory that I wasn't taking to the tow yard was still there, and I didn't have a mattress at the tow yard. After the first official training at the tow yard, I went back over to the Victory and had my last sleep there. Got up the next morning and then proceeded to live at the tow yard for another year before moving to where I am now. But that's another story for another day, how I got from the tow yard to here to there, because that's definitely not a Big Guy Watches. So tonight we're going to watch 4 minutes in. We're getting better at rambling on the intros. So tonight we're going to watch my last wrestling experience at the Victory Warehouse. December of 2019 was the very, very last Stoner U Dojo show at the Victory Warehouse. It was what is known in the wrestling world as a lethal lottery tag team tournament concept where teams are chosen at random. And this is like for reals. Like, teams are chosen at random, and you have no idea who you're going to team with, and you have no idea who you're going to wrestle with. So you can't go and lay things out in the back. You just, when your name's called, you go out to the ring and you wrestle. You call it on the fly. And that's what tonight is. My last ever match at the Victory Warehouse was a lethal lottery tag team match where nothing was called. Everything was 90%, I guess, on the fly. And it was me, yours truly, Brutal Rob Hands, teaming up with Ringo Starline, which is actually how I came across this video, as I found it on good old Ringo's YouTube channel, which is called Starline Studios. So if you're a fan of Ringo Starline, or if you are a fan of pro wrestling musicians, go ahead and check out Starline Studios. But it is Brutal Rob Hands teaming with Ringo Starline versus a man who has now taken up my mantle as the member of Stoner U that lives at Stoner U, Jaguar Montoya. But this was so long ago that he was just simply Marcelo. And his tag team partner is a man I am well aware with, a man that there's a string of wrestling shows named after my catchphrase, which was Big Guy Stuff. And the very, very first ever Big Guy Stuff #1 for the East Bay Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship, was Brutal Rob Hands against the man that is teaming with Marcelo, Grizzly Cal Jack. He's not known as Grizzly Cal Jack anymore. He is just, I think it's just Cal Jack now. I'm not doing bad. I think it's just Cal Jack. He's not a bear. He is just a big, giant beef wall of a man that can throw you with reckless abandon. No, reckless abandon. Trust me, even though I'm 313 pounds, I've been thrown by him. He's strong. So let's get into it. Brutal Rob Hands, Ringo Starline versus Marcelo Montoya, as he was known at the time, and Grizzly Cal Jack, as he was known at the time, because both me and Ringo have the same name still. Anyways, god damn it, 8 minutes in. I wanted this to be a short video. Let's get into it. Last match at the Victory Warehouse, for me at least. Brutal Rob Hands conversing with Wiggles. Marcelo showing early signs of his animal instincts by hissing at Ringo. Oh, Brutal Rob Hands tries to get acquainted with his partner, Marcelo, on the attack. Yeah, I was going to say, I think Marcelo's just making the Broody Man mad. Giving a weed off to, almost let Marcelo get to big Cal Jack. Way too early in the match to have the big man go after each other. Oh, big Nash elbow. Followed up by an elbow from Marcelo. Oh, forearm. Oh, Broody Man caught him with a trapezius goozle right to the corner. Probably tells him to throw up a boot. Yep, that's what I told him. Oh! That's true. That's what happened. Oh, Marcelo moving. Oh, Brock just runs that shoulder into my stomach. No, trying to move the big man. You can't do that. You can't do that. Oh, sending him over the top, then up and over. Marcelo to the apron. Oh, right to my breadbasket. Flips over. Oh, even with the momentum, still not able to take me off my feet. Oh, punch to the canvas. That's going to hurt my goozling hand. Oh, look at that. Marcelo showing some smarts in his rookie years by going after the goozling hand, but not able to capitalize on it and just gets fucking clubbered. Ringo Starline in. Oh, look at this. Some double team. Taking my joint back from him. Sets him up. Oh! Suplexing his own partner onto his opponent. All right. Now we're going to get to some action-packed action between these two.
So he needs to realize he's got a big man in his corner also. He needs to get that tag to Big Cal Jack in.
Maybe he's trying to prove something. Like, I'm not just a man wearing a bandana for pants. I'm also really good at wrestling stuff.
Oh my God, Anton, you kill me. You kill me, Anton. All right, double team. Oh my God! Told you he was strong. Oh, big man going head to head. Wiggles showing some guts there by stepping in between.
His presence is felt. His shirt is green. Oh no. Right into a fucking cravat. Into a snapmare. And a knee to the spine.
Doubled up.
What do you like for that combo? Single-footed drop kick right into the chin. Only two since referee Whittle.
Fun fact about Ringo Starline, he was kicked out of his boy band.
Tag back to Marcelo and Ringo. Ringo taking a beating. But this guy, like, Ringo's like a cat. Like, you know how, like,
saving his partner.
And there's the tag. Caljack and Ringo desperately needs to make this tag. Or get slapped in the face. One or the other. He chose the latter.
The team of Caljack and Marcelo right now working well together.
Ringo had a thought for a second and it flew off.
They hit Marcelo in the chin.
oh my God. I could hear that through the television.
Showing some attitude that Wiggles here.
Shoots him off. Ducks one. Oh! Big DDT. This is Ringo's chance to get over to me.
I expect the big man to come in with some fire.
There's a tag. Huge clothesline. Brody does not get tagged in.
Oh, gee.
Strong words being exchanged by Caljak and the illegally tagged in Brutal Rob Hands. I did not make a tag there. Showing I'm not no idea why I'm not. No, whatever. Wiggles knows better. Wiggles knows. I wouldn't say knows better. Like, I'm like, oh, he knows better than to not. No, Wiggles just knows that, like, I'm just going to let Brutal do what Brutal does. Or Burger, or Rob, whatever the hell you want to call me. It throws him back to his own. Oh, that's why. That's why. So the beef castles could beef each other up. Look at all that mass. I hope the ring is reinforced. I know it's not reinforced because I know this ring. Oh, man, each man trying to shoulder tackle the other again. Oh, and again, just meat slapping into meat. And neither one of the meat is giving. Oh, and Brutal Rob Hands tired of slapping meat. He's ready to slap hands in the faces. Oh, man, these beefers, yeah, 20s, we're slowing down. A lot of fight, but there's only, oh, my God. Rebounding off the ropes. Brutal Rob Hands catching him, shoots him off, shoots the big man off, throws a big line. Cal ducks. Oh, both men thinking the same thing and connecting, and both the big men are down. If we're going by regular wrestling rules, I'm technically the legal man. Oh, my God. Marcelo just killed Ringo with that thing. Sets him up. Oh, my God. Big standing moonsault. Oh, Ringo's like, I am tired of getting the shit kicked out of me. I'm fighting back. Wait, Brutal Rob Hands pulling Caljak off of the ring apron. And now the beef, yes, big men going, oh my God. Caljak sending me right into the ring apron. Ringo, oh my God. Leg drop, it's over. Marcelo going off the danger corner. Big moonsault. And that is it. Big man, who knows where we fought off to. But Marcelo Montoya victorious in also his final match in the Victory Warehouse. All right, 19 minutes and a half. That's not too bad. All right, anyways. If you were still here damn it, why did I do that? I'm about to play video games, and I just turned the PlayStation off, and I equate that to... I equate turning the PlayStation off when you have to turn it back on unnecessarily. I equate that to when, like, you accidentally turned your car off when you were going to keep it running, and then you got to turn it back on. Like, that's what I equate that to, and those are two things that I don't like doing, like, unnecessarily. Anyways... Before we went into a little sidetrack into the OCD half a brain that I have, Not that I have half of an OCD brain. I have half of a brain that's all OCD. Shh. I can't go to the doctors. Anyways, before we went off on that tangent, if you are still here with me at 20 minutes and 23 seconds in, I, Brutal Rob Hands, the CEO of the Button Up Club, would like to ask you one last time to like, comment, and sub. See, that rhymed. This has been an episode of Big Guy Watches. I hope you enjoyed watching my final match, the Victory Warehouse. And while the Victory Warehouse may not be anymore, I mean, the physical building is still there, but the spirit of the Victory Warehouse, of what that building, of what happened in that building, is no more. Stoner U is not no more. Stoner U Dojo action happens every third Thursday right across the street from the old Victory Warehouse at the Stoner U Dojo. Catch the addresses on the flyers. Catch the time on the flyers. You know where they'll be. I'll share them. I'll do promos about them. All that good stuff. Anyways, this has been Brutal Rob Hands. This has been Big Guy Watches. Stay tuned for everything that I'll have coming to you. I'll have matches. I'll have promos. I just yesterday started up a new thing called Let's Get Emotional. So go back and watch the first episode of Let's Get Emotional. And stay tuned for weekly episodes of Let's Get Emotional. I am Brutal Rob Hands, or Emo Rob Hands, depending on which one of my videos you are watching. This is my channel. This has been Big Guy Watches, and I will see you guys in whatever the hell I decide to do for my next video.